Hi everyone, it's Jack from CryptoBite with your daily bite of crypto, and today we'll be talking about how you can be filtering out the good coins from the bad ones. Now, why is this important? Well, you'll be putting money into cryptocurrencies if you're an investor, and you're most likely one if you're watching this video. What happens now? You have to pick coins. You have 1,500 coins or so, including ICOs and all that. It's really impossible to buy every single coin. You have to pick maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe even 2 coins, but you need to have some fundamentals or kind of methodology of picking them. You just can't be like, I will pick the first 3 because they're up there for a reason. No, it's not always the top 3, top 10, top 20 that does well. It could be the top 200 that does well in another year or so. It's really important that you know how to pick these out and what kind of things you'll be looking into when you're looking into coins, tokens, or ICOs. They all have the same fundamentals, so it should work for all kinds of cryptocurrencies. So, going straight into it, these are my top 7 picks of what you should be looking for in coins. First one, problem they are trying to solve. So, the problem they're trying to solve is really important. If a cryptocurrency has no purpose, it's a useless coin. I don't know why some coins go up in value when they have no use at all. Mainly because cryptocurrency is still very early and people just hype coins and pump and dumps, and so sometimes there is no reason why value goes up. But as we go on in the process of cryptocurrency maturing into the real life, it's really important that people see value in coins that solve a problem. For example, Bitcoin came out in 2009 with a problem to solve: borderless payments across, really easy, really fast and efficient and cheap. So better than Swift, better than most other payment systems back then. It did a good job when it first came out, but as altcoins starting to come up there towards Bitcoin's goal they were trying to achieve didn't look so good because altcoins did a better job of the same problem. Now, coming to the second point is the solution to the problem. The solution Bitcoin provided to the problem wasn't as good as some other altcoins. Let's talk about Ripple. Ripple's about borderless payments, fast, easy, and cheap, and trackable, and so on like that. But Ripple just does a much better job. Sends in 4 seconds, less than a penny transaction fee. Where Bitcoin is like 20-30 bucks and it takes like an hour, maybe even longer if there's a heap load of Bitcoin transaction backload. So, talk about that. The solution is very important. If it does not have a good solution, then I call it a useless coin. What's the point of a coin pumping when it's useless, right? It's like, it's got no solution, but people are just pumping it. I don't get it. So solution is very important. Do they have a product? Do they have a coin? Does it solve anything? Do they have a platform? What are they providing to the problem? How are they trying to fix the problem? It's really important that it's clear in the white paper or on the website. Make sure you see that somewhere in their site. Thirdly, broad market, niche market, or platform. These are the 3 main topics I split coins, tokens, and ICOs of. Broad market are coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe not Ethereum, maybe Ethereum, Ripple, Tron. No, these are called broad market. I call it broad market. It might be it's not a specific term, a formal term, but it's just my term for saying coins that solve a really broad problem. It's a very broad problem when you call it borderless payments for Ripple. That's a really big market they can, capture. It's not a niche market, where niche markets are like WePower or Car Vertical, where they have a specific problem they want to solve, which cannot, like WePower, they want to they made a token that converts to 1 kilowatt hour and so on, like that. It's like it's connected to energy. That's a whole category. Car Vertical with car histories, that's a whole topic itself. But Ripple doesn't really exist in a topic. It's very broad, it's vague. It can be used anyhow as long as it's borderless payments. Niche markets, I just explained. Platforms, thirdly, like Ethereum, Icon, and so on, like that, EOS. So these coins and these cryptocurrencies, they provide some kind of platform for other peoples to build things on. dApps, they call it, decentralized applications. So that's a platform. And for example, a really mainstream one would be Ethereum, because it's a platform for a lot of ICOs. You see, most ICOs are based on Ethereum smart contract and they call themselves ERC20 tokens. It's really important that it provides a useful platform that's easy to use so other people can adopt the platform. And those three, it has to fall in those three categories: broad market, niche market, or platform. If it doesn't, then something's not right. But most of them will fall into one. Make sure you know which one it is. If it's kind of like broad, then it talks about niche, then it's kind of like a platform. It's like a bit of each. I don't think there's a coin like that. But if there is, then it's not going to do well. It has to be one of those categories. Personally, I think so. So, going on, the team. Really important team. I normally stalk all their LinkedIn profiles. I looked at what they worked on before, and if it's an ICO, there's an ICO success score, like for ICO bench or something like that. So I look at them and analyze the team. Do they have a good balance? Do they need everyone? Do they have everyone they need? And so on like that. It's really important they do, because it's the team driving the cryptocurrencies potential, and whoever's running it changes that. So for example, for WePower, they had a really strong team. They had strong marketing team, strong technicals, and strong business analysts to put their proposal down. Everything was in harmony. That's why it's so popular. It was popular and still is, even after ICO stage. It's really important that you look at the team and you make sure they're a good fit for the market. Remember, every coin will attract different people, and every coin has its own characteristics, and that's normally made by the team. If the team isn't good, the coin will not succeed 100%. Very important point. Oh, I put 2 up, but I'll talk about number 5 first. Current product, market cap, and roadmap. So the current status of the coin, token, or ICO is really important. How popular is it? Does it have a current product? Does it have a solution? What's the market cap like? Like what part of the roadmap are they at? So what are they doing? What have they done? What are they doing right now, and what are they going to do in the future? These things are really important. The current status of the coin and the cryptocurrency and all the whole project in general. Because, for example, product, if it has a product already, people can use it. People can utilize it. The potential's there because people's using it. Cryptocurrencies are supposed to be used, not store of value. So that's probably why I don't really like Bitcoin. Nonetheless, market cap. So let's put it this way. Small market cap coins are a bit riskier because they're not mainstream. And normally I call small market cap when it's maybe outside the top 100. But that also gives in the opposite side, since their market cap is small, it's easier for them to 10x or 20x compared to Ripple, for example, or Bitcoin. For Bitcoin to 10x right now, it's really, really hard. It will go into the trillions. So it'll be easier for like a $100 million market cap coin to go to 1 billion rather than a 200 billion going to a 2 trillion. Do you see what I'm coming at? So that does not mean you should be putting all your money into low market cap coins, but do make sure potential, and depending on how long you want to do the investment for, it's really important. And roadmap, of course, because you need to know what they have done, what they're doing right now, just to know where the project's heading. If they look fishy, if they're always delayed on, they don't match their due dates and all that, that's not a good, point to sell, right? Like, they should be on point, on time, and delivering to their customers and their investors. Simple as that. So, number 6. Community, general word of mouth amongst investors. So community is really important because it's driven by people. Cryptocurrency is driven by people, manipulated, pump and dumps, rise in price over time, healthy growth, all that kind of stuff. It's driven by people. It's some kind of psychological mass. I call cryptocurrency a psychological mass. It shows how people think. The charts, the prices, the market caps, it's all psychological fundamentals embedded in there. You must have seen the Wall Street psychological cheat sheet or something like that. It shows how people think at certain times of the chart and the current price and so on. So community is really important. For example, if the community is really bright and optimistic and really bullish about a coin, it's most likely going to be bullish. Simple as that. If a lot of people do not like a coin, for example, when Ripple was staying at 20 cents all day because how Ripple was holding more than 55 billion in their hands and they can just flood the market at one point, people don't really like it. But as soon as Ripple locked up all the 55 billion XRP, people started to like this coin. They're like, oh, maybe it's not so bad after all. And people were slowly coming to Ripple team and the Ripple community. It was getting brighter and brighter and brighter. People being really bullish and optimistic. That's what drove the prices to $3.80 at one point from 20 cents. It's having a good community and having a positive vibe to attract people. Law of attraction, right? Yeah. So, last one. Do not invest purely from other people's advices. Just because someone thinks a coin's good does not give you the only reason to invest in a coin. You should be liking the coin, not because someone else is liking it. I made a video called my top 5 coins. If you don't like one of them, like for example, if you don't like Binance Coin, if you don't like Ripple, if you don't like Tron, Icon, or WePower, those were my 5, you don't need to buy them. Just because I said it's good does not give you the right to buy it, then come back to me later crying because they dropped in price. I just said what I like, why I like them, and why I'm so bullish on it. Purely as that. Keep it as advice. Do not make that a reality without putting more time and effort into your research in your own time. Make sure you do that. So, if you liked today's video, thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me what you think about this video. Comment below what you think you should be looking for in coins and tokens and ICOs, how to find the good ones from the bad, and share it with your friends, of course. Keep updated by subscribing and pressing the bell sign or something like that to get updates from us, because we upload every day and you don't want to miss out. We have a good team of people and you'll learn so much from us. So, thank you very much. I'm signing off. See ya.